Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nivise Satsanyavadi Paschati Vasatani. Hare Krishna to everyone. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. We are all very fortunate that we have found Srila Prabhupada and we have found the Holy Name. Correct? And Mahaprabhu says, Nam namakari bahudani jasarva shaktis tatarpita niyamita smarane nakama. Etadrishi tava krupa bhagavan mamapi durdaivam idrishamiha shaminanavada. Mahaprabhu takes our position and says, we are most fortunate, at the same time, most unfortunate. We have the nectar of the name that we neglected. So, today, hopefully, I can help you, facilitate you, and perhaps tasting, relishing a little more Krishna consciousness. Specifically, relishing the chanting of the Holy Name. So, sometimes in our Japa retreats, we ask devotees, what does the Holy Name mean for you? What is it? And when they ask me, one of my answers is, the Holy Name is my vacation spot. It's the place that I can go, the transcendental place. Everything is eternal, blissful, and full of knowledge. And you know that sometimes when you chant, it's not a vacation. You are there wrapped in thought of your life, correct? That ever happened to you? Yeah. So, there's the shloka wall. You coming up after me, shloka wall? I have to, okay, if I just chanted a verse, shloka wall, you have to correct me, I'll chant it again. Nam namakari bahudani jasar vashaktis tatarpikan niyamita smarane nakalaha. Eta drishi tava krupa bhagavan mamapi durdaivam idrisham durdaivam idrisham ihajani nanulava. So I get an A, B, or C for that. Shloka Walla will give me a grade later. Give me 2 thumbs up. Okay, I passed. So I want to deposit this thought for all of you. That we all know what the material world is like, and chanting the Holy Name is a means of transcending our own limitations, our own anarthas, but specifically being able to be with Krishna and Leela. And you might say, well, I don't realize Krishna Leela when I chant, but actually wherever Krishna is, there's Leela. So sometimes when I chant, I'm thinking, not seeing, but I'm thinking, I'm in Leela with Krishna right now because Krishna is in his name, Nama Rupa Guna Leela. You don't have Krishna without Leela, right? Just like all of you. When I think of you, I think of your activities, right? There's not you without your actions, correct? You mean, it means you're Leela. What do you do? Maybe you're lazy, and I think of you, I go, there's the lazy one, right? Or maybe you're passionate, I go, there's the passionate one. He works 45 hours a day. He figured out how to get 45 hours a day. Passionate one. There's the smart one. There's the not smart one. We naturally think of Leela and qualities. So when you're chanting the Holy Name, you can meditate on the fact that now you're with Krishna. You may not realize it, but that's actually what's happening. And if Krishna's there, his Leela is there. So what I thought we could do as a beginning of this, is we could all chant Japa. So if you don't have your beads, you can get them now. Don't come to a Japa class without your beads. That's not a good idea. Is it? Bad idea, isn't it? Yeah. Get your beads and we're going to chant, and I would like to guide you a little bit in your chanting of your japa. So I'll wait for everyone to get their beads. And then, well, we're not going to chant that one. We'll just chant. I want to see if I can help you get beyond chanting in a way in which you're still very much connected materially to your material existence, your material day-to-day existence. Okay, so what we're going to do, so what we're going to do, what I would like you to do, when you chant, I would like you to just accept the reality, whether you experience it or not, whether you understand it or not, just accept the reality that Krishna is in his name. And so as you chant, I would like you to think, right now I am with Krishna. There are Krishna, Radha and Krishna is there in their names. And I am there chanting their names. So there's nothing but me and Radha and Krishna. That's it. That's what's going on when you chant. Not your day-to-day problems, not anything else. It's just you and Radha and Krishna. Or you could say you, Radha and Krishna, the holy name is Radha and Krishna. So I would like you to practice chanting like this. You don't have to force yourself to try to realize that Krishna is there, because that can only happen by advancement, but just chant and just meditate on the fact that Krishna is in his name. And right now I am with him. And if you want to take it further, as I said earlier, you can think I am in Leela with Krishna. Or in the Leelas. The Leelas are going on. I don't know which one, but it's going on. Right? Yes? Would you like to try that? See how that goes? Give it a little, to chant japa a little bit in that mood. I can say for you, like some people ask me, they say, you deal with a lot of devotees who have problems. And don't you find that difficult? Every day there's some problem, maybe many problems. If you're managing their problems, if you're just living in the world, there are problems. And devotees come to you for advice for their problems. Don't you find it discouraging? And I say, well, if every day I can spend 2 hours with Krishna, how could anything be discouraging? If every day I could spend 2 hours with Krishna, how could I not handle anything? You agree? I mean, if you could spend 2 hours every day with Krishna, what couldn't you handle in life? Yeah, you could handle anything. If you're dealing with difficulty in your life and you can't spend that time with Krishna, then you could say, yeah, this would be difficult to him, wouldn't it? So what I would like you to practice now is like, we're gonna, like whatever's happening in our lives right now. Yes. Madhuri Ma. Madhuri. Whatever's happening in your life right now, don't worry about it. Just let us go. Let us be with Krishna while we chant. And if for some reason these other things come up in your mind, just remind yourself, I am with Krishna. We're going to chant. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. Krishna is with me right now. Radha is with me. Somehow or other, by the mercy of Mahaprabhu, I'm in their pastimes right now, just me and them. So let's try that. If your mind slips out of that mood, just slowly, gently remind yourself, I'm with Krishna. I just want to meditate on that. Like when you see the deities, depending on your level of advancement, when you see the deity, there will be various reactions. And if you're more advanced or more meditative, even more knowledgeable, when you see the deity, you will be thinking, this is Krishna. I'm with Krishna, I'm with Radha. It's not marble, right? And you will feel their presence. You will feel when you walk in the temple, I'm not in this world anymore. This is the spiritual world. Or if you go to Mangalarti, interesting thing about Mangalarti. When you're in Mangalarti, you get to see Krishna basically in his sleeping clothes, pajamas. You're like with God. God just woke up and you're with him in the morning. Or if you come late at night, you're seeing God before he goes to sleep in his night clothes. In America, we call them pajamas. We call them pajamas. Pajamas in India are different, right? That's what those pants you wear. But we call clothes you sleep in pajamas. And so, isn't that amazing? Have you ever thought that you're getting to see God and he just woke up and you get to be with him? So when you're a little more conscious, you think that way when you're with the deity, and you're not in the material world at that point. That's you with the other devotees, and you're with Krishna, and that's it. So it's kind of like that. You want to be in that mood, okay? So we'll just chat for a while, and then we'll chant one or two rounds and see. And I would like this to be a practice for what your japa can be like every day. Okay, so let's chant a little bit, and you'll see, and we'll discuss. After we chant, we'll discuss. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Ram Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Ram Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram. And again, we're going to chant a little bit longer, not much. We're meditating, for those of you who are late, we're meditating that Krishna and Radha are present in their name. We are present with them. When we're chanting, we're not in the material world. As long as we're not living in our mind. And we can meditate on the fact that Radha and Krishna are present in their names, even if we don't realize it. We can have some realization that chanting is transcendental. It takes us to the transcendental world. And although we may not see Krishna or fully realize Krishna, we can have some realization that he's there. So let's just chant for a few more minutes with that realization, with the meditation that I am with Krishna right now. I'm not wherever you are. I'm in Amsterdam. I'm not in Amsterdam. Chaitanya Dasi is in Croatia. It's not actually in Croatia. A lot of you look like you're in India. You're not actually in, or in Noida or Faridabad. DC is in Taiwan. You're in none of these places. You are with Krishna when you're chanting. Shloka Ship is in the UK. It's not actually in the UK. We're all with Krishna. So let's continue. Just a little bit longer with our meditation. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna. Let's chant a few more beats, completely transcending our bodies, minds, material existence. Let's just meditate that we are in Leela with Krishna. Krishna is present in His name. We are with Him and Radha. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Rama Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Krishna 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 Rama Rama Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Krishna 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 Hare Rama Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama. Okay, and we can stop for now and we can discuss a little bit. I read a beautiful letter I want to relate to you. This amazing realization of a devotee who was leaving her body. And she said something that's so important. She said, if you practice tolerance in this life, then you will not have a problem leaving your body, because death is just another thing to tolerate, another thing to accept. Isn't that beautiful? If you practice acceptance in this life, death will just be another thing to accept. And if you practice, and I would add to that, if you practice chanting the holy name with meditation, then now I'm in the presence of Radha and Krishna. And you've practiced that your whole life. Then at the time of death, you will not be feeling I'm leaving my material body, but you'll be feeling I am with Radha and Krishna now while I chant, and I will be with them after I leave this body. You will remain transcendental. So I think sometimes we don't realize how the practices that we do in life now are preparing us for leaving our body. That second canto Bhagavatam talks about that, the final test, everything's tested at the time of death. But our acceptance, our tolerance, and specifically our practice of japa, which is done properly as a meditation, that I am now in the presence of Krishna. I'm with him in his name. All of that makes this transition at the time of death very simple and natural, because we will feel I'm with Krishna. And if I'm with Krishna, what is there to fear? What problem is there? You can't have a problem if you're with Krishna, right? You only have a problem if you're not with Krishna. That is the problem. We're not with Krishna. That's the problem. So I want to ask you now, if any of you would like to share, you could share in the chat, and you could just talk. I don't know if I could, if you raise your hand, I don't think I'll see you, because I'm on my phone and I only see 8 of you at one time. So you could also speak if you like. We'll put something in the chat. What was your experience or realization, if you had any, from doing this exercise? Was it good? Was it difficult? Was it awkward? Was it natural? Do you chant like this normally? Do you never chant like this? You get an experience that Krishna is in his name? You find that impossible? I'd like to discuss it. So don't be shy. Just share something. You must have had some experience, right? Yes? What was your experience? You don't have to share an experience that was good. It could be any experience. So I'm not so well equipped on my phone. I feel closer to it. That's good. Hmm. 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 No, turn my head. For me to read the chat. This is awkward. Once I turn my phone, I don't know what's going to happen. It's a bit difficult to think that Radha and Krishna is right there. What I felt today as we chanted is that I was reading Chaitanya Chardamrita in the afternoon, and the picture of the demons and there was coming to my mind. Yeah. That's nice. Better chanting. If you raise your hand, I can't see it. That's the problem. It's a new experience for me to chant in this mood, although I felt unqualified for that due to my emergence. When I was chanting, a thought came, Srila Prabhupada is there as well. And all the pure devotees. Yeah, exactly. So, thank you. You can keep. I'm gonna. It's awkward here. I'm just going to scroll. If anybody has their hand up, I'll see it. Same as when sometimes I feel they're the same, but that feeling doesn't stay. So um, we can't control the feeling, right? But what we can control is the understanding. And just like when you see the deity, I'm sure have something to meditate. Chanting has more emotion. Yeah, something to fix your mind in chanting. So sometimes when you see the deity, you just understand Krishna's presence there. You feel it. It's obvious, isn't it? And sometimes maybe not so much. And you come into Krishna's presence in the temple. Remind yourself, Krishna's looking at me right now. I'm in the presence of the Supreme. Sometimes you have to remind yourself. So it's the same thing with chanting. Sometimes we feel it, and sometimes we have to remind ourselves. And it's not bad if you don't realize it. If you remind yourself, realization will come. I'm in the presence of Krishna. Because what often happens, as you well know, when we're chanting, we are not conscious of Krishna's presence, and then we become distracted. Distraction is a byproduct of a lack of consciousness, isn't it? I mean, how could you be distracted? How could you be distracted in the presence of Krishna? That seems like an impossibility. Yeah. Right? Bhagirath Kumar says he felt the presence. So, thank you for that. We're going to do another exercise, which is similar to this one, but slightly different. And this is very interesting. Radha Balavi liked it. She was blissfully serene. Okay, so we're saying that Radha and Krishna are appearing in the sound. They're appearing in the sound that you are making, that I am making, which they're appearing in the sound which we each are individually making, right? So that means Radha and Krishna is appearing to all of us individually, because if any of us stop chanting, they're not there, even though someone else is chanting. And who are they appearing to when we chant? They're appearing to us, correct? Correct? TK? Acha. So you have Krishna appearing to you in the sound that you're making, correct? Yeah, correct. That's your Krishna, right? You're chanting Madhurima, Fran, Samaroy, PC, all of you, when you're chanting, that's your Krishna. He's your Krishna because you're manifesting him yourself in your chanting. Isn't that interesting? Just like sometimes devotees say, oh, come, look at my deity. They show you their deity. It's their deity. It's Krishna, but it's their Krishna. You know, it's like, I thought Krishna belongs to everyone. No, this is my Krishna. This is my deity. Right? So when you chant the holy name, it's your Krishna because you're manifesting that Krishna. It's not my Krishna, it's your Krishna. I mean, you can say it's my Krishna also, but if we want to be more precise, it's your Krishna. You're manifesting. It's your Radha. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. It's your Radha and Krishna which you're manifesting. All right? So now that you've manifested Radha and Krishna in the form of the holy name, what do you do? What do you do with them? You worship them, right? Isn't it? Just as when you have deities, you worship them. So what I like to do now is chant. We're all going to chant, and we're going to worship our deities that we're manifesting with every name that we chant. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I just manifested my own Radha and Krishna, and I'm going to worship them with every mantra. Shall we try that? See how that goes? Your own Radha and Krishna, your personal deities in the form of sound. Krishna is personally coming to you. Oh my Lord, you are so kind. You make yourself easily approachable. He comes to you, he comes to me, he comes to all of us as soon as we chant. So now that he's coming to us, Hare Krishna, there he is. So we are going to worship him through our hearts as we chant. Let's try that and see how that goes. Okay? We have time. We can chant a little bit. This is a retreat. This is called a retreat. So in retreats, we do a lot of chanting. So I thought we would chant. Okay? Let's see how that goes. Manifest your own Radha and Krishna and work, and you can worship. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, 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 Krishna Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare. So just go a few more minutes. Meditate on your Radha and Krishna that you're manifesting right now. Feel their presence and honor them. Worship them with your heart as you chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram. So right now you're carving a deity of Krishna out of sound, just as you might have someone carve a deity for you to worship. You're carving Krishna out of sound, and He's present. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna. Okay, we can stop now. And again, I would like to ask you if you would like to share any realizations you have, challenges. Because I'm going to try to go to my chat. Because your comments come up, but unless I go to the chat, I don't see. Hare Krishna. How do I get to the phone? Okay. Okay. Turn it up. Okay. Yeah, all right. Still I hear it. I have chat coming in from another phone. I'll read it in a second. I'm just figuring out how to do it without the interference. Somehow or other I'm not getting it. I don't know why. Could be old age, maybe. How come I'm not getting on my phone? When I chant outside in the morning hours, standing in the balcony, I somehow always see Krishna as his deity. We have manifest in the open space in front. He appears taller than 20 floors, and I can swear I hear him emerge from the ground every time. Sounds silly, but it happens almost every time. All right. Why not? This time the feeling was better. At first got some goosebumps and could visualize my home picture of Radha Shamasundar of Mayapur. Was calming and feeling happy. It's better experience, but mostly one part of my chanting is going on. The other part focus on tips for better chanting. What should be done? The tips are there to get you going, but not to focus on, because the focus is on just feeling Krishna's presence in his name, and specifically pulling your consciousness away from your own life. All right, Gopal Radha went to Vrindavan. Okay, that's good. Right. That could even be better than the 19th floor, right? Now we're having competition between going to Vrindavan on the 19th floor. Took me to the groves of Vrindavan, and my Radha Krishna came and accepted my direct service. I was going to this one. Yeah. So the purpose of these exercises is to give us a glimpse of what how chanting is supposed to be done. The more we're disconnected from our environment that we're in, or we're somehow with Krishna, the better we're chanting. That's the way it's supposed to be. That was the purpose of today's class. And I have to end class now because we're supposed to end now. Is that correct? 1 hour? That's what I was told. But plus, I have a meeting now anyway. So I hope you got something from this. And I know some of you may have found it a little difficult to just be fully absorbed. But one thing I can share with you after chanting for most of my life, that it gets better, but you always have to try. It's just until you're on a very high level, it's not going to be spontaneous. You always have to make this effort to remember that Krishna is present and all of that. When you do that, Krishna will help you. Okay, thank you to everyone. I'm going to leave now. It was nice being with you. I hope you got something from this. And you can take it with you and continue. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Go.